Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good. What do we do this session? There's always infinite amount of work. I think we will first merge some of the existing changes. Maybe do a few tiny reviews, and then we need to merge. We need to prepare pull requests for some of the camera related things, break off changes. What I talked about last session. Yeah. Good. I think I will first merge the two changes that I have here. So this one is core, generals, and 0 hour. Okay. So this one is good to go. Okay. Then fix for retail compatibility code. Okay, fix minor this project. Okay, then I will merge this guy. Delete branch. Okay, next. This change streamlines the use of get effective volume for consistency. User facing, nothing should change. Let me look over this one more time. It's in core. Okay. Okay, cool. I think this one is fine. Refactor audio, use Miles Audio Manager. It's minor. Good. So that is sorted. Then let's look at Cabal. So can be merged, as far as I'm concerned, is going to be superseded by the PR mentioned above. Why? Because this. It's included in the other PR, but I didn't mention it there because it wasn't the focus. Initialize Boolean and had to show logical condition. Then I suspect that if I merge this one, then create script action true. Then this one needs rebase afterwards, I think. Yeah. Bug fix. Initialize Boolean and condition to show logical condition. Okay, let's see. Below. Okay. Then I will merge this, and then this one will need rebase, because it will then conflict here, right? And then we can merge this as well. And this one basically, let me hide the white space. This one effectively adds these conditions here. And also adds this change. Bug minus stability. Is it really stability? Editing an existing script condition. Incorrect text. Yeah. Okay. 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 Then I will wait for this to finish building. Yeah, then we merge this one. Okay. Okay, and then we have fixed double click fast drive timing. What is this? Testing. Fast drive mode activation via double click now works consistently. Okay, it has conflicts here. Let's take a look at it. Oof. Unsigned in. Last driving click frame. Huh? Last driving click frame. Frame number for retake compatibility. Real-time seconds. Ah, okay, it has a different name. If retake compatible CSC or this frame number. confused. Why is this version 3 now? Should be 2. We did not add this. EA did. Resolve the conflicts. Oh, this looks very suspicious here. Oh, this will probably take a while to review, because I now need to understand the stuff that he added here. So, did he describe what the bug was? No. Is it described in this ticket? Yes. Bug description. Double-click detection for fast drive mode and particle cannon update compares frame counts to milliseconds, causing inconsistent behavior at different frame rates and logic timescales. Okay. The code compares frame number differences to a millisecond delay value. Last driving click frame minus this, smaller than this delay. Double click to fast drive delay is a milliseconds. 500 ms by default. Production steps. Use particle cannon. Try double clicking to activate the fast drive mode at different frame rates. Changes with frame rate. Okay, I'm still not so much wiser. So where's the actual bug? It must be here, right? Retake compatible CSC or X for save. Why is this CLC critical? Last driving click frame. Last driving click frame. This does not look like it belongs here. Click frame. Else. I have seen this pattern before by a change. I wonder if this is a correct pattern to use. Retail comparable CRC. What that? Why though? Why is this retail comparable CSC critical? Well, for single player, yeah, I guess. For multiplayer, yeah, you need that. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So this guy, is it used for game logic? Let me see. Last driving click frame. Because we double clicked, use a faster driving speed. Manual driving speed. So this is inside. Manual driving speed. So last driving click frame. Last driving click frame. I'm confused by this, yeah. This looks strange. That this is Xford. Why is a local? This is clearly local time, right? I see. Yeah, time get time. It makes no sense that this gets Xford. It makes no sense that a time get time value is Xford. There's nothing we can do with it on load. Yeah, this makes no sense. Let's see, that's right, because there's nothing we can do with it on load. Which then begs a question, why is this CRC relevant this year? Frames to milliseconds. Preserving the old one, this clear. That needs to stay, yes. But then why is this Xford? And why is the CRC critical? So we have this last driving click frame. Last driving click frame. Who's setting this? Set special power over writable destination. Last driving click frame. Last driving click frame. I mean, it is plausible that we do want, of course, that the remote client, that all remote clients also see that the particle cannon beam is supposed to move faster, right? That needs to happen. So, and I suspect that this is what this is doing. So I guess this comes through some message that we set. Like this one, group override special power destination. Yeah, there's a command here, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. We have comments here. This wouldn't compile. It's a bit clunky. So I expect I I did not test this, but just reading the code, I expect that this will produce. Actually, will it cause mismatch? Actually, it might not cause mismatch because then the remote client will save his local time. Yeah. It can. I think it can produce mismatch. I did not test this, but just reading the code, I expect that this can, not all the time, that this can cause mismatch. Mismatch maybe does not happen always, but there is no guarantee that the delta between two time get time calls, that the delta between two time get time calls on two different machines will always have the same two time get time calls on two different machines will always, just reading code, I expect that this can and will cause mismatch in multiplayer. Mismatch probably will not happen always, but there's no guarantee that the delta between two time get time calls on two different machines will always have the same delta between them, because time get time is low resolution, and time itself is relative. It's relative. time itself is relative in the network because network packets needs to travel, so yeah, in the network. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Yeah. I think the motivation in this change is right, but I think this doesn't work. Yeah, this probably doesn't work. I don't think so. What would be the way to fix this? Let's think about this. So the way EA did it with the logic frames, I think that's the right approach. But then this creates a dilemma that, well, let's say logic frames. Yeah, so it creates a dilemma that if you have a different time scale, logic time scale, then the double click difference will be different. So what you need to do is you need to scale this one, the double click to fast drive delay. Yeah, that's a fix. I think I do not agree with the implementation. I think I do not agree with the implementation. The safe fix likely is to scale. Double click to fast drive depending on base FPS, logic frames per second, in relation to base FPS. I do believe this fix is unsafe. So it would scale. So fast drive delay would need to be twice as long. So you do logic frames per second divided by base FPS. To scale this with this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't agree with this change. It's probably like a one-line change. You just need to scale the delay with this, and then I think that that's good enough. Yeah, I think so. Well, you still also need to scale with a multiplier. May also clarify and other scales. Other scales. See frame pacer. Good. Yeah. Then so this change, I think we can merge now. So this one has built, right? Yeah. Then squash and merge. Then I will take this and copy. Okay. Okay. Then we have that. And then this one now needs a rebase, right? Yeah. Needs rebase. Bugfix world builder. Okay, cool. So, let me see, author Mauler. Hide the custom overlay during video playback. Okay. How do we proceed here? Okay. Let me see. Cabal 009. Avoid taking action. So this one can merge soon. Create overrides for armor template data. Okay, that one looks important. These are drafts here. Create overrides for armor template data from custom maps to avoid CSC mismatch. Armor template pool. Can remove blank line. Overrideable. Armor template pool. Okay, this should never be called. New override. Armor template map. Delete instance. Second. Find armor template. Now contains pointers. Okay. I see. Create a new one. Okay. So I guess there's some reference implementation for this. The code resembles the code of the Thing factory. Okay. Marcus overrides. Let me see this. So I guess this also happens somewhere else. Thing template. Let's take a look at that. Let's look at weapon. Weapon. If weapon. Find existing item. Yeah, override. Okay. Okay. Then, so what do we take as our reference implementation? He said Thing template, but that doesn't look like it. Pass module name. Doesn't resemble the same shit. How about we use locomotor? Is override true? If this is an override, then we want the pointer on the existing name locomotor to point us to the override. So don't add it to the map. Don't add it to the map. Locomotor templates. If not, is override. Templates. If not that, new instance. What code did you use as sample? Think Factory looks nothing like it. Locomotor also looks a bit different. It's a bit like this here, right? Create system. You override, yeah. It's like this one. Okay. Create template. New instance. Clear. Why is it necessary to clear? Clear. Huh. Create system looks similar. Templates. Let me search for this one, this word. Holy crap, this sucks. Okay, actually it is here. Look at that. Okay. Okay, let me delete this here. It actually is here. So here he did add it here, but here we don't do it. Is override true? Okay, so this is okay. Right. It's override. Okay, let me go to Think Factory again. Okay, actually it might be correct then. This might be correct, yeah. Yeah. New override. And I suspect that he copied this stuff as well from somewhere here. Yeah. Oops. Okay, that's fair enough. Return the newly created override for us to set values with. Sector needs to be made virtual. Should never be called. Okay. Delete. Okay, yeah, assuming that this all works, yeah. It's a bit sad that it has so much code overhead in each of these functions that can have any overrides. Maybe there's a future factoring possible to get this more streamlined. Almost do a reset. Man, it's really cold here. Jesus, the winter is gripping. Boy. Oh boy. Why is there winter? Why? Winter is not good. Avoid mismatches. Not directly related, or well, can we perhaps make a change to streamline the overrides, the override codes between functions, and then provide some code to avoid this boilerplate code in each of these classes that do overrides. It makes them more complicated, makes them complicated cooking their own custom implementation for setting up overrides. And this is probably something that should be provided somehow. Should be provided by some code somehow. Between classes. All of these overrides are cooking their own custom implementations. Perhaps some templates, perhaps some template functions that helps set it up. Yeah. See. I don't know why you use ETR. That's a very uncommon name for this. Okay. Good. Then let's see, Stubiax, if he has something to look at. Yeah, okay, he has a non-retail related change. Let's take a look at that one. Do not show false, resume construction cursor for allied scaffolds. This change prevents the resume construction mouse cursor and the command by extension from being shown for stale scaffolds. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at it. Ensure only the owner of the construction can resume it. Okay. Right. Right. Only the owner of the construction. And this is Action Manager can resume construction off. Where's this called? Only in client code, I hope. DOSA AI update. Private. Can resume construction off. Actually, we can resume construction of on this. Who's calling this? AI command resume construction. Resume construction. AI command resume construction. I'm not sure. Command source type. new task. Okay, resume construction of. It's probably because of this here, command from player. Yeah. Is this CSC safe? Let's see. So AI updates. Looks like it can be called by AI player. CSC safe, then this check needs to go to CSC. Yeah, it looks a bit risky to me, because if you have AI allies that try to finish construction of the allies, I don't know, could call this here. Let's see, perhaps maybe even scripts could call this. Maybe scripts could call this too. Yeah, looks risky. Good. I think that will be enough for my reviews session. Has been 1 hour 10. Then let me go to here. Then we do a remotes here, fetch and prune. Delete. Delete. Okay. Then Then we go to main, pull rebase. Okay, then I would say what we do now is the first thing we create a change for the radar thingy, because it's rather isolated and easy to do. We just need to test the performance impact maybe. Where is it? Let me go to main and create a new branch. Optimize radar, refresh. And so that is, oh boy, this one. Cherry pick. So performance now provides begin set short level and end set short for improved performance. So many times it's very excellent. Begin set route. Surface region. And set radar. Okay. Okay. Radar max. Vector lock. Pixel size. Pixel size. Okay, so partition manager. So radar now provides provides this and this to improve performance. Radar, search road level. Okay. Left top, right bottom. Yeah. Vector to min max, if min max. Min max, correct. Okay, so what I would like to do now is measure the performance of that thing. To do that, we simply search for this thing here. And then what we do is we do a perf radar optimize radar pixel draw. Nice radar pixel draw. Destructor, delete resources is expected null. Unlock bits pitch. Delete resources. Shroud surface. Shroud texture. Okay. So what I like to test is we go to partition manager and to this function. And so we have, this is the original implementation. Well, basically just this here, right? This. So this is the original, and this is the optimized. Then I think we have a function for get ticks, right? Get ticks. Get ticks here. No, I thought we're there. Get ticks. Profile get ticks. Precision timer ticks per sec. Let me go to label performance CSC. I use get tick count 64. Okay. Okay, let me do that. So we have begin, Then we have end. So we do this. And then begin. And then here we have, so this is time 1. Then here we do begin is that, and time 2 is that. Time 2. Then this is time 1, time 2, time 2, time 1. Okay. Okay, that should work. Begin. So we first measure this one, and then this down here. Okay, let's see. Let's do a few measurements and see what the diff between these guys. Oh boy. So, while we wait for the compilation, let's see if there's anything new here. Seeing other faction super weapons. Being able to see other faction super weapons saves so time looking through what active ones are ready to fire. If China steals GLA and you create a bunch of scuds, you should be able to see them on the right hand side, where all your nukes and general powers are. So it's a duplicate, yeah. Duplicate, okay. If you look into adding the ability to see whether or not an Emperor Overlord has a Gatling cannon upgrade, and I have multiple units selected, for example, I think it's already fixed. Okay. Multiple units. I think this is already fixed. Yeah. Reasonable max size limit. Well, megabytes. Still insane. Face, grin, tongue. How do you write tongue? Tongue? Here, this one. So, this one has compiled, even though we have a lot of IntelliSense red wiggly lines. Looks dangerous, but compiled. No problems. Everything is perfect. So. By the way, didn't I implement a function in DX8 wrapper? No. I thought I implemented something in DX8 wrapper regarding pixel size. I can't remember. Where did I do that? I thought I did somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere in here, no? Maybe it's part of the stash? I think we can drop this stash here. Yeah, this one looks very old. Yeah, drop. Turret AI. Static cast. Okay. I thought I had a change where I touched DX8 wrapper, but apparently not. Okay. Or is it already merged? Let me see. DX8 wrapper. Let me see. Pixel size, no. I thought I had a function where where we added more, like a complete set of pixel sizes in DX8 wrapper. Strange. DX8 wrapper. Did we not? Did we not do that? Did we do it or did we not do it? Hmm. 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 Yeah, I thought it was, we added it somewhere here, but default zoom, matrix, references. Tunnel tracker. Ah, we added this in smudge. I think here we added this. Did we not? No? I thought we did. Here, bytes per pixel. There we go. There we go. That's the one. Bytes per pixel. Maybe we should add this one. Here. No? Maybe. D3D format. Yeah. So surface class, right? Surface class CPP. So that one has this pixel. What is it? Here, this pixel size function, which takes a surface description. Surface description for WW3D format. Format. Does it cover all the ones in here? Let me see. Maybe it already covers all pixel size. Pixel size. Okay, let's see. So we have these guys. Let's see. This one and this. Yeah, and this. Okay. Okay. Bitmap, bump map. Okay, that's not covered. size 0. Okay, I think it's probably good enough. But I wonder, should we perhaps move this? We have another function here. Convert pixel. Get pixel. Service description. Service description. Get description. Maybe we do service description. Description. Service description. Why don't we just www3D format? Does it have a CPP? Yes, it does. Format name. How about we move this function to this 3D format shit? I think that's better. So we have this here. And then we do get bytes per pixel. Huh, already exists here. Look at that. Get bytes per pixel. Huh, is it complete? Let me see. 1, 2. What is this? Okay. Let's check if these are in there. That's a better check. Return this, that one is not covered. 2. So we move this up here. We also move this to 2. This as well. This as well. Okay. And then we have this. Then we have that, yeah. That, and that. Okay. I think this is a better function here. Then we say 3, 19, 2. We take, let's put it into order. 3, 2, 1. 5, 11, 10, 6, 7, 17, 18, 12, 15, 4. 13. 2, 3, 19. 1, 1, 4, 10, 11, 12, 15, 17, 18, 8, 9, 13, 14, 16. Okay, so it covers now all the ones that we have down here, plus some new ones. Let's double check again. Okay, then we remove this guy. Yeah. And then in surface class, we also remove this guy. And we remove this guy. And then we remove here, and then we take this guy, sd.format. There we go. sd.format. How about we just copy this thing? Okay. All right, I like that. That's cool. Then we can also remove this. So pixel size, we no longer need that shit. Instead, we pixel size. Then we remove this. And this. And this. And then asset manager. Externs defined somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Then we take this here. And then we put this here, bytes per pixel, disk, and then also here. Where is it? Yeah. There we go. Okay, good. Then this should do. Let's save all of this. Let's compile it actually. So there's that. There's that. Remove all of that. Remove this again. Take these guys. And then take these guys. And then, you know what? Maybe it should be a separate change, this refactor. Yeah. Let's do the performance test first. How about that? Yeah. I'm thinking we first make a refactor for the pixel size thingy, and then afterwards performance optimization, because they are two different things, right? Then it's a bit cleaner, this change. So let's check for the performance first and write it down. And then, oh boy, there we go. Okay, let's start the game. Okay, so time 2, 0, 15. Well, okay, was it so short, yeah? Was it so short? Maybe. Let's load some other map. Zero, 16. Well, now the question is how it's infinitely faster. From 16 to 0 means it's infinitely faster, right? I think we would need to, let's do for int I equals 0. Oh no, we need the different int. For int k equals 0, k is smaller than, let's do 10,000 iterations, plus k. Okay. And then here the same. Okay, so now 10,000 is 10,000, then we should get better numbers. Although this test is not entirely fair, because we only do this here once. Hold on. This test is not fair. We need to include this here. Now it's fair. Good. Let's see. Okay, it's doing it now 10,000 times. I hope I didn't put too much. It could take hours now if I put too big of a number there. Yeah. Okay, seems a bit excessive. Right, okay. Let's put it to 1,000. That seems to be more reasonable. Okay, there we go. So, so the original took 9,000 units, and this one took 344 units. Okay, that's a big difference. Let's take the calculator. So 344 divided by 90, what was it? 15. Okay, so the performance, the cost is reduced by 96%. Yeah, 96%. Okay. Cool. 96%. Let's write this down. Notepad. 96% performance gain. Good. Then let's stop debugging. Then I will reset this. Then I will stash this. Then I will go to main branch and I will create a new branch and call it optimize radar refresh 2. Then I will stash pop, which will give us a conflict. Yeah, which is okay. We resolve that. Yeah. Then here we do we do this. Yeah. Okay. Then let's search for pixel size again. Okay, that looks fine. Let's see if it compiles. Okay, let's unstage this one. Okay. I thought that there was a second exercise. I'm a bit confused about that. Surface class.h. No, seems fine. Okay. Okay. Good. Get bytes per pixel. Okay. Blah blah blah. Say refactor ww3d2 format merge pixel size with pixel size okay. Okay, that looks good to me. Let's commit this. Then we do a stash. And then we cherry pick this now. Cherry pick. And this should give us some merge conflict. No, it does not. Okay. Then we commit this. Then we do here revert. Let's say reduce costs of radar pixel draw in this 96%. Okay, then we do a stash pop. Okay. And then we also have that. And then we search for pixel size again, because there will be some leftovers now. Yeah. So we remove this here. And then here we call get bytes, no? Bytes per pixel. Bytes per pixel dot format. Question is, do we really need to store this? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then let me go to manage stashes. And then here we drop this stash. Okay. And then here we do refactor merge function. Mm-hmm. Good. Then I think this is done. Let me compile this one more time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Then let's run it once to see that the radar still works. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 By the way, regarding we made changes in surface class. We made changes to the log function here. Instead of doing this test here, why don't we create a second function like this? So this and this. So this would be the first one, and then it's the second, and then so this is the first and min max, and then we don't need this condition here. We just do that like this, and then this one pitch. Why don't we? Let's pass it as reference. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then we remove this, and then we remove that, and then we say here dot. Dot. Oh man, IntelliSense is exploding. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then we do that. Okay, like this. Well, maybe we put it compact like it probably was before. Like this. Let's see. How did it look before? Compact. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, I think that's better. Mm-hmm. 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 Because then we don't have to do this condition on the regular lock here. And this lock, yeah. Okay. Let's get the radar. Mm-hmm. Let's move around here a little bit. Let's build some buildings, some units. Build some units here. I can't click that fast. It's a big blob now. Looks good. Okay, cool. Then this works. Yeah, I didn't end up using this, but I think it makes sense to have this function, so I would just add it here. It's okay. Oh shit. I removed this. It closed this. Oops. Oops. Okay, so we have this guy. We have that. And that. Okay. Okay. Then we amend that. Okay. Okay, lock. Begin set throttle level. Aha, we have a compile error. Ah, we did actually use it, right? Aha. We did, yeah. So the begin set shroud level. Set shroud level. XY. Shroud level. So what we could do here is, like, let's say, so we have the total cell count. Hold on. I can't jump to this variable. So here we have this guy, yeah. So what we could do is I region to D, region, and then we have region dot low dot x is 0. Same for y, and then for high, let's make a copy of these two. High, that would be xy, right? And then we could pass this guy here, and then this one should essentially, it should still work. Let's put a breakpoint in here. It should work the same way, but it basically allows to just like lock a sub-region of this. Let's see. Okay, there we go. And then we have this vmin Okay, I translate that shit, and then we go in here, and then it builds an. So first we have I region to D, then it converts it into two vector, two i's, and then it converts into rect. That's funny. So a lot of conversions there. Oh, it's okay. That's okay. It's cheap. Okay, and this should work. Pitch. Yeah, 512, and we have some value here. Okay, this looks promising, and it shouldn't crash or anything. Let's see. Let's see if we get a radar. There we go. Radar. It's being built, and we have a radar. Fantastic. Okay, that works. Cool. Then oh, we need that as well. So this one we can reset. Yep, and this one we need to merge down. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, then I think this is done. Still needs to be replicated to generals, but we'll do that at the end. So I will push this. Push. There we go. Good. So this is. This optimization is needed to make oversized terrain faster. Which is relevant later for low pitch terrain size extension. For terrain size on low pitch. Okay. And then we say, so this is label performance. Is it minor or major? Minor. Gen ZH. Rendering. The first commit consolidates some duplicate code. The second commit implements the performance optimization. Was measured to be 96 cost was measured and reduced by 96%. Okay, merge with rebase. To do replicate in generals. There we go. Okay. Is that it? Merge with rebase. This optimization is here to make faster. Which I went later for terrain size extension on low camera pitch. The first commit consolidates some duplicated code. The second commit implements a performance optimization. Cost was measured and reduced. Okay. Begin and release, unlock, shroud surface. Okay. Okay, I think that works. Good. Then CC hyper hype. So yeah, I will take a break here. The next session we break off something else. I think some refactorings or some small fixes, or I don't know yet. Something. Yeah, some refactoring. I think we can break off the removal of half-res mesh. Yeah, that's easy to do. Yeah, let's do that next session. That's easy. Okay, cool. Then I will take the break here. I wish you a great day or night until next time. Goodbye.